For decades, the standard model of cosmology has painted a distinctly bleak picture of our place in the universe. It treats the cosmos as a linear, decaying machine. Under this model, Earth is a random, insignificant speck, and the universe itself is inevitably doomed to a state of absolute heat death, slowly winding down as entropy destroys all order. But when we measure the actual, observable universe, physical evidence repeatedly contradicts that bleak model. The first glaring issue is the antimatter anomaly. If the early universe was a state of perfect mathematical symmetry, it should have produced equal amounts of matter and antimatter, which would have instantly annihilated each other. Instead, we have a massive imbalance. Matter dominated, creating everything we can see and touch. We find structural contradictions in the cosmic microwave background. Geometric vectors highlight immense temperature fluctuations, known as the quadrupole and octupole anomalies. Statistically random, these vectors instead improbably converge directly on our solar system, placing Earth at the exact intersecting focal point. Why would the deepest structural properties of the cosmos appear tethered to our specific vantage point? To answer why these massive anomalies point right back to us, we have to throw out the standard assumptions. We have to reverse engineer the actual mechanics of the early universe. At the cosmological first cause, the universe did not begin as a dense point of matter. It was an unstable realm of perfect, primordial nothingness, pure probabilities. Then a subtle imbalance occurred, and that perfect initial symmetry shattered. This shattering released an immense wave of energy through what physicists call the inflaton field, a theoretical energy field that acts as an anti-gravitational force. The energy from this field is what drove the sudden, violent expansion of the cosmos. That initial symmetry-breaking event established the rules for physical reality. It permanently aligned all observable matter with the forward arrow of time. While we often focus on the decay of entropy, the laws of thermodynamics are actually symmetric. For every mathematical pathway that leads to disorder, there is an equal and opposite pathway that allows for the emergence of complexity. This suggests that entropy has a direct opposing counterweight, synergy. If entropy is the force of decay, synergy is the inherent tendency of the universe to drive toward creation and higher organization. We see the proof of this counterweight in the cosmic web. Instead of expanding into random, formless dust, early galaxies and particle clusters actively self-organized, pulling together into highly structured, interconnected filaments. This is a demonstration of synergy triumphing over disorder. The physical universe is a perfectly tuned engine. The forces of creation and structure are constantly counterbalancing the forces of decay. If physical matter is balanced, we have to look at the flow of time itself. We experience time moving in one strictly forward direction, but the math behind the universe makes no such requirement. On this timeline, observable matter moves forward to the right. Meanwhile, vectors pushing left suggest dark energy acts as a counterweight, oriented toward reverse time. The coexistence of these arrows creates a multidimensional landscape where past, present, and future pathways intertwine continuously. An intertwined web of intersecting time and fluid probability cannot lock itself into place. It requires an external catalyst to force it to solidify into the rigid, physical reality we actually observe. In its earliest moments, the universe existed entirely in a state of quantum superposition. It was a vast, unresolved soup where all possible outcomes overlapped at once. The foundational rule of quantum mechanics is that a superposition remains fluid and undetermined until it is measured. It requires observation by an outside force to become real. The ultimate observer required to lock this massive, fluid universe into place was the emergence of symbolic consciousness. This provides the missing link for the anomalies we see in the background radiation. Earth sits at the focal point of those cosmic microwave alignments because our planet is the specific origin point of consciousness that acts as the universe's anchor. The stage for this observer was set by a remarkable synchronicity. At the exact same time the universe's expansion began to accelerate, a nearby supernova provided the heavy elements that birthed our solar system. This alignment of cosmic events ensured that life would emerge at the precise moment the universe reached its critical transition. Because time is a multidimensional web where the past and future are intertwined, the emergence of the human mind creates a retroactive effect. By observing the cosmos from our vantage point, we trigger the collapse of the universal wave function. This reach across time is what resolves the ancient probabilities, finally settling the dominance of matter over antimatter and locking the universe into its specific physical form. Humanity is not a helpless byproduct living inside a decaying machine. Through the sheer act of observation, we are the architects who brought the physical